of the main problems facing the South American Evangelical Church today is the lack of trained pastors. Most of them have to do a daytime job to support their families in addition to engaging in almost full-time work as a pastor. These church leaders and pastors need encouragement, resources, and training. Living Truth is helping fill that gap with a program called TEL, Training and Equipping Latin American Leaders. The vision comes from Living Truth Spanish manager Carlos Lopez.
Carlos Lopez traveled with the Living Truth team in South America. In every country, he organized conferences for pastors and church leaders, the TEL program.
So TEL program is a project to help them to grow in the spiritual knowledge and relationship with God, and to provide this knowledge and relationship to all the members of their congregations.
At each conference, pastors receive a gift package of books by Charles Price, translated into Spanish. They also get DVDs and CDs and solar-powered audio devices programmed with 100 messages from Charles, plus the entire Bible in Spanish. For many, this is the first time they have received gifts like these.
First time in my life that I receive a blessing like this. It brings me joy, pleasure, and excitement to go and gather the people to share with them the word of the Lord.
Many small Latin American churches operate on a shoestring and can't even afford books.
The books that they gave me as material for discipleship and everything else is another great blessing that I have never expected in my life.
I am very excited to have found materials, and through these we can train more workers.
Carlos came up with the idea for TEL when he realized that Latin American pastors had little or no theological training and could not afford teaching materials.
Many will not be able to attend a Christian university or biblical seminary, but all of them will need solid training, biblical training.
Books by Charles Price give the biblical training that these pastors need. They can then follow the biblical command to go and make disciples in their own communities.
Christ for Real, that is for discipleship. So we help the pastors to start a discipleship program. Many of them say, I never before start a discipleship program because I didn't have material for this.
I believe the great contribution of VLB in Bolivia and Latin America is to help the Latin American church to create a discipleship culture.
Living Truth can come alongside Latin American pastors and church leaders and provide much-needed teaching materials. Books come with lesson plans and study guides. They are an easy-to-use teaching program.
I enjoyed it all, but more the leadership part, because I work in a small church. Now I will be able to add more and more with the books I am bringing. I will be able to oversee that small church to help it grow.
At the conference, the pastors are taught how to use the materials. Each package costs about $250, but they are distributed free to the pastors. We hope that you will support us financially in this vital extension of the Living Truth broadcast program.
A Christian media ministry such as Living Truth and our Spanish version Viva la Verdad has as its foundation the production and distribution of television and radio programs which go out on many stations all around the world. And on that foundation, Viva la Verdad has developed a whole range of different kinds of media to communicate the gospel. DVDs and CDs are made from the programs and distributed for personal use and in Bible study groups and in churches. We have a Spanish website which attracts seekers, especially younger people who are searching for explanations and meaning to life. We have a Facebook page to interact with people across the continent and also an active presence on YouTube. Solar-powered audio players loaded with the entire Bible in Spanish, along with 100 Living Truth messages, are made available to people who are working in remote communities where literacy is low. Some books have been translated into Spanish and printed inexpensively in the countries where they will be distributed. Through local pastors' associations, Living Truth is providing training for pastors, enabling them to return to their home communities with materials to help them better disciple the believers. We see fruit from the support we provide for them, yet the opportunities are almost endless if we have the materials available. I ask you, from the safety of your living rooms across North America, to take this opportunity to help train and equip pastors, and to provide increasing Christian presence on the internet and bring more Bible teaching programming into the homes of people through radio and television stations.